person lost his spouse, another person gained a spouse. Both were more than eager to show off their deepest emotions, to display every iota of the changes they are undergoing. One person made albums of memories, full of details from his late wife's life. Photos and quotes were collected and composed into one mega last dedication for the deceased. It might be his way of mourning, his coping mechanism when realization hit and the loss turned confusion into denial and then anger and lastly hopelessness. But it didn't stop with the video, it continued on with anyone who would like to pay their last tribute. One person did some illustrations, another composed a song, and another wrote a lengthy poem. The mourning husband put every single thing on his social media, expecting likes or probably mere reactions from his followers and anyone who knew him and his dead wife. Days turned into weeks and the parade just wouldn't stop. With every decreasing number of likes he gained, he uploaded more and more contents related to his decades-long marriage and the sweet memories he made with the only woman he ever loved, as he claimed. But life goes on, and the reminiscence became boring. People found better things to comment on, to mourn, to rejoice, to take side, and to sympathize with, and they just left him with his ongoing sadness and inability to move on. They didn't want to take part anymore in consoling him and helping him continue with his life. Soon he was no longer the talk of the town or of the social media, in his case, and it left him in further depression because he thought that no reactions from his followers would equal with no love and care conveyed in real life. Ain't that so far away from the truth? The other person included every vendor and supplier who voluntarily got involved in making her special day the best day ever existed on this earth, the talk of the town for many years to come, and the source of gossips, references for quality, and ignition for envy in the hearts of people who are much less privileged than her. Every single thing on her came with a name of a brand with a price tag and an address of the sponsors. Social media for further catalogs and negotiations. She made people think that they're in a race to get the most updates of her happily married life, while I personally thought it's such a waste of time and life to follow and admire her choice of spouse, her life, her wealth, and everything, which was never our concern to begin with. Sadly, the hunger and thirst of a fairy tale-like life was put to good use to support her increasing role as the new brand ambassador for the countless brands lining up to get her in the same frame with their products. What a sickening way to gain attention, fame, whatever it was she was so desperate to have. Why couldn't he mourn in private? Why couldn't she celebrate in private? Why couldn't he walk down his memory lanes in silence, in deep respect for the loving relationship he had with his wife, and only in the presence of the children they raised together? Why wouldn't he embrace his loss on his own? Why couldn't he bear not to be talked about when everybody else is also experiencing what he experienced? Birth growing up, marriage getting old, and death, aren't we all too familiar with those stages? Why couldn't she walk down the aisle only before the eyes of the people who truly cared about her and knew her best? Why couldn't she enjoy the warm and romantic moments in humility instead of making herself the walking billboard of all little things that everyone needs, from the pins in her hair to the nail paint on her toes? Why couldn't she hold back from revealing the rings, the dresses, and even the new lights she got for her new home? The parade seemed more and more pathetic because what was she looking for other than constant attention from her followers, the people who had wasted their time and life for something so temporary, fragile, futile, and useless? For sorrow and joy are for a time being, and we shouldn't dwell in it more than we should. Again, life goes on, time and people change, and what's so popular today is easily forgotten by tomorrow morning. So why crave to be the hottest topic when we know that the ball keeps rolling and people take turn to be on the stage? Loss and gain, bliss and condolences are best enjoyed in consideration, in respect, and regards to the people who truly matter in our short and fleeting lives.